design. Hello everyone, guten tag, bonjour, dobry den. This is me, Zeno77, and today we are having yet another stream. I think I called this stream Misha Petrov stream because this is basically what it's gonna be. I apologize for me, for me kind of snoring, but there's nothing else we can do about it. So, we'll be waiting a couple minutes before we start. Before we start, I actually have to point out something. There hasn't been a lot of videos recently. There hasn't been even a reaction uploaded since last week. And what can I definitely tell you is that I will try to upload one tomorrow, but probably the next one afterwards will be on Monday so that we give it enough days to get viral. In other news of the day, what specific video of Misha Petrov are we going to be watching today? Hey, we got a viewer on YouTube. Okay, so we're gonna wait for another one on Twitch, and then we might actually start, to cover both platforms. Now, before we go into the stream in general, I'm just gonna explain what specifically are we going to be streaming today. So, this is our content for today. Misha Petrov's videos. Now, I don't know how many exactly are we going to be covering. Wait, let me take this off. Yep. I don't know how many exactly we'll be covering. Maybe the whole three, maybe just two, maybe just one, if I keep snoring like this the whole time. But in general, the general plan was to get at least two. No, it's a bit late already at my place. I will try to pull as much as I can. But yeah, the previous plan was at least two. And they are ranked in a specific order so that we make sure we react to them properly. Now, we have a black TikToker hates white people's joy. Now, honestly, I only saw it for the views because this was one of her most popular videos in the last couple weeks. So I thought, why not giving it a shot? And then if we still get down, we might go to a very recent one actually, which is a shocker for this YouTube channel. Yeah, 5 days, a recent one. This is exactly what we will be reacting to. Insane trance meltdowns. Well, again, because it's very recent and it got views. Now, I don't know about the last one. The last one still has questions from me, not only because of its title, but also how long it is. I'm not sure I'm going to have that amount of time today. Whew. What? I'm sorry. It's just super weird. I had a nice sleep today. Don't know why I'm still snoring. In any case, I think we got enough people. So, yeah, I think we can start with our stream. Why waiting any more longer?
White people's joy.
Woo! That's so nice reacting to YouTubers. I love watching YouTube. Honestly, I've been watching a TV show recently. Wait, give me a sec.
White people.
I've been watching a TV show recently, so I haven't had a lot of time to get into YouTube because TV shows took my YouTube time, which is during my meals or during some copy paste work. So, yeah, this is my first time actually watching YouTube, probably since a couple days. Oh my god, I had to stop snoring it. And we're gonna be doing this on one of your most favorite YouTubers. Without further ado, let me start the recording part. So, Black TikToker hates white people joy. Yet another video by Misha Petrov. This is the Misha Petrov stream. Now, I don't know if it's going to become a thing like with Brad Cooper. I think it will depend on the views. I have to drop some more reactions soon, and they will be dropping, I promise you. But as for right now, we stand with Misha Petrov and we will be reacting to her videos. She brought me a lot of views on the previous ones. Why not going for this again? I hope I spelled her name correct in the title. Yeah, I did. Good for me. Since that is the case, let's dive into the reaction.
White people's joy is not resisting. Your joy is what got us here in the first place. I want to see more of y'all like sitting your at home and giving your money to black and brown people.
Miss Japan was actually white, and people were against her winning Miss Japan. So how do you feel about that?
How the hell dare you go to somebody else's country as a colonizer?
She is an Iranian-born woman.
Colonizer! Yes, we're going back into this subject. I'm actually not that against talking about this. My ancestors are kind of those who who were under colonizers. So yeah, let's talk about this.
Woman who won Miss Germany.
As she should. Use them white people.
Tickets were only sold to people who identified as black. Are you going to do that in the West End?
I'm so excited to, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Misha and
Wait, did she just say identify as black? Okay. I mean, we rejected the idea with men and girls, so why not rejecting the idea of white and black? Sure. Identify. Michael Jackson identified as white. I'm not gonna go big with these comments.
welcome back to my channel. Or should I say, it's your favorite bleach demon, cracker, milk cricket. I forgot the other ones, but we are going to be hearing from some more individuals who hate white people. But before we start, please make sure you are subscribed and have hit the notification bell.
Before you make sure you subscribe to my channel, you have to know I love everyone and I hate everyone the same way. I love people and I always give them a chance. I always try to give them a chance because I look at the situation and try to think what's the best that I could do. So, I want you to know that everything that I say today is you can take it serious if you want to. But from my opinion, I'm going to respectfully share opinions. And I don't want any rude discussions in the comment section. I want good discussions, but not rude. Let's continue.
So you don't miss any of my videos.
Be a controversial take, but I'm seeing a lot of queer white people posting shit like posting themselves being really happy and doing some random shit and being like,
Wait, queer white people. I'm still getting into this terminology, guys. Don't blame me. I haven't been on social media in a while, so let me check. Meaning. The normative idea of queer. Wait, I thought that queer people are something different. No? Queer people is a word that describes sexual and gender other than straight and cisgender. Okay. So the normative. Wait, so black people can be gay? I can't be racist. I'm gay. God, I have to read these articles. This is amazing. White gay privilege exists all year, but it is particular. Okay, I have to read these articles. These are actually so cool. Maybe even I should try a reaction where I react to articles. Holy damn. Yeah, I know what we're doing the next. I want to do a Brad Cooper stream, but screw it. We're gonna have an article reaction stream. I'm very curious how people will look to it when I'm reading something and expressing my opinions. I really, oh my god, this is so genius, guys. Yeah, I'm taking that note for the next stream. I don't understand what she's saying, so let's just really get excited about the genius idea of reacting. Have you ever seen people reacting live on stream to articles? I might be the first one. Okay, I got to implement this before someone steals it. You dare smile as a person that is I'm still trying to get what she's talking. What kind of resistance? What kind of joyful resistance? I'm just watching this, skipping. I have to get back into this YouTube mindset before I actually start saying some words. I want to check how do I look on the stream because I think first of all my stream is going super slow. I don't know. Oh my god, I understood the problem. I was sharing the wrong tab. I was sharing the wrong tab. Let's just move on.
Joy and how awesome it was. Honestly, I want to see more of y'all like sitting your ass at home and giving your money to black and brown people so they can do that.
I'm sure
Yes. Can someone send me something? Why are you demanding? Can I also have free money? I mean, if you can ask, I'm in the privilege to do that as well. No. Oh, okay. I said we're gonna be respectful. If I don't get what she's talking, I mean, I can rewind this and you may try to understand. Maybe you skipped it because you were watching another tab.
white people who have a white savior complex. Our joy is not resistance. You should not be happy. You dare smile as a white person?
Literally, I'm seeing so many white people right now going on like organizer retreats and posting about their joy and how awesome it was. Honestly, I want to see more of y'all like sitting your ass at home and giving your money to black and brown people so they can do that.
I'm sure you would. So the race
Guys, what did I just watch? Like, I'm genuinely trying to understand what did we just watch. And you know what? I also think since she's having TikToks from that right side, I might probably change the stream view. So it's gonna be something like this. Yeah, let's keep it like this. What was she talking about? Again, I'm going to say this one more time. If I don't understand what a person is talking about, I'm not going to get into a debate with them. So I'm gonna pass on this one.
The race hustler here is assuming an entire group of people are privileged because of their race, while you sit in your car filming a TikTok on your iPhone, demanding that white people stop being happy and give you their money.
Broadway, there were nights where tickets were only sold to people who identified as black. Are you going to do that in the West End?
I'm so excited to, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
And it's the fact that he's proud of this. Yeah, and I'm really happy about it. Yeah, we're discriminating based on race. Yeah, I'm so happy. Finally, we get to do this, right?
To be fair, okay, let's watch the first of all, it's BBC. So it's already controversial it's already like popping up questions if what they're showing is correct. But don't you think this take looks kind of edited or weird? Like, I'm not even sure that Misha did it. It may actually have been somewhere from the BBC. But let's listen to this guy. Maybe he has something to say.
We have to remember is that people have to be radically invited into a space to know that they belong there.
What? How
No, man, you shit your pants on your own. I mean, I was trying to defend, trying to blame it on BBC, trying maybe even later on to blame it on Misha, but no, you just said it on your own. What in the Jesus Christ is he talking about? Radically accepted. So, like, imagine you're going out and in order to show a girl that she is the only one that you will be with, in order to actually show she is the only woman you get to see and speak for the rest of your life. You don't get a chance to, I don't know, buy coffee if the waitress is a woman. You get don't get a chance to, I don't know, to talk to a colleague of yours at work. No. Or maybe even if she's your boss. No, only one woman. Like, does he know what the word radical actually mean? I know that he's using it here, but does he think it's the right way to support this idea?
Oh, so since when? When I've been to the theater to certain performances, I wasn't radically invited. I bought the ticket and I went.
And in most of our country, in most places in the West, uh, poor people and black people have been told that they do not belong inside of the theater.
Okay, so I want to know where in America or in the UK,
Um,
black people are told, no, you can't come to this theater. Whites only.
Especially nowadays. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how she finds these clips. It's for me, it's way better to react to someone than to like do the research on my own, because the thing is, they waste so much time on, like, they take actually so much time to find these clips and to then kind of add them together so the video would look like nicely. I'm just like using an already created product. I'm just consuming here together with you. And you're consuming my product as well. Like, I genuinely don't know how did they find these clips, and it's super impressive. I'll like the video just for that.
Only that doesn't happen. Unlike the opposite now, where you're telling that white people can't come, only black people can come, right? And also, they're discriminating against poor people. Well, yeah, if you're poor and you can't buy the ticket, if that's what we're talking about,
Okay, okay, this only got into me, the discrimination towards poor people. Again, as I say, no offense. I do get that poor people are that poor people can't afford some of the stuff, and I do get that it's not fun. It's not funny to laugh at the poor people. That's why I'm not laughing at poor people. It's sad. People should be able to become as rich as possible, and every single one can if they put in the effort. But that is out of subject. Discrimination towards poor people for giving high prices. Sorry, but if you want to buy a Ferrari, it costs a certain way, and it's not a discrimination. If the bread is more expensive than it was yesterday, it's not a discrimination towards. Like, does this guy even know how to use the correct definitions? I'm genuinely, and he gets invited to an interview on BBC. Where are my invitations? Where are my interviews? I would give you smart, rational, and interesting content. Who are you inviting?
you have to be able to afford the ticket.
In America, Jim Crow existed to literally tell them that they could not sit in the same theater as white people. And so for me,
Who?
to literally tell them that they could not
To afford the ticket.
in America, Jim Crow existed to
Jim Crow. Okay, I'm googling this guy again. The self doubt will always be there. Jim Crow. Uh, guys, please give me English dictionary. Jim Crow. Who he was. Who was Jim? Like, I'm gonna share it with you as well. I got a French Wikipedia. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Well, let me translate it, because that's gonna be confusing not only for you but for me as well. Were state and local laws introduced to the sovereign? Okay, okay. Jim Crow. And Jim Crow is a theater character developed, okay, and popularized through his mind. The character is stereotypical depiction and of their culture. Rice based account of folk trickster named Jim Crow that had long popular among enslaved people. Okay. I mean, if we start digging into this, it's gonna be too long, but let's just assume he's right. Let's just assume that Jim Crow existed for this reason. Okay. As for now, I might agree with you because you know about this more than I do. Now, maybe Misha has something to say in response. Maybe she did her research better.
To literally tell them that they could not sit in the same theater as white people. And so for me, as someone who wants and yearns for black and brown people to be in the theater, who comes from a working class environment, and so wants like people who
Who
do
are you
not make,
working as?
over 6 figures a year to feel like theater is a place for them, it is a necessity to radically invite them in with initiatives that say you're invited, specifically you.
So that's why you're fighting the racism from the past with racism now. You're going to have
Yes. If you can't defeat, join. If you can't defeat the evil, join the evil. Become the evil. That's his mastering plan. And yeah, she didn't give explanations to Jim Crow laws. So okay, I'm going to give that guy from BBC this one.
have theater segregated based on race. Does that not go against the principles of equality and inclusion you're always talking about?
Price of that is saying to people who are, just because they're white, you can't come, you're not allowed in this space. Does that make you uncomfortable?
Well, no one's saying, listen, there are a litany of places in our country, in all of our countries, that are generally inhabited by only white people. And
one, even the whitest countries in the world are not only popularized, are not only, oh my god, I forgot the verb, are not only, they're not only white people there, even in the whitest countries, even in the whitest bars, you name, I don't know, the opera. Go to the opera, you'll definitely see racial diversity, and not because some of them got quotas, because some guy, any guy from any race, white, black, other races, he worked hard to get hit to a status where he went to, and he got the money to go and buy tickets for the opera. It's that simple. It is that simple. Don't find these conspiracies, radicalism, discrimination. Hard work pays off. And that's what I think every single person should agree on and remember for the rest of their lives.
And no one has questions about that.
So if there are certain places, like let's take sports for example, there are certain sports that you'll find more white people in and sports you'll find more black people in. Does that mean that there's a sign that says, oh, only black people can play basketball or only white people can go play golf? Of course not. It doesn't mean that if you find more black people somewhere and more white people somewhere else, it doesn't mean racism.
No one is saying that by inviting black audiences here, you were uninvited. The idea of a blackout night is to say, this is a night that we are specifically inviting black people to fill up the space, to feel.
You see, the problem with this is, it's like when I'll always talk about quotas for someone. I don't care, women, if we're talking about sexual, no, if we're talking about gender diversity, racial diversity, sex diversity, and all that. When someone comes to me and says, okay, we need quotas or we need some specific specific exceptions for these people because of something completely unrelated to the general idea of the thing. For example, I don't know, we need to have black theaters, just people, only black people in the theater just because they're black. Say, okay, black nights are black nights. I have two questions. One, do we organize a white night out? If we have a black night out, do we organize a white night out? And the trick here is that no matter what answer you give, it will be racist. I'll tell you why. Because if you say no, well, what the hell? So there, blacks can come at any day, and the whites and all the other races, have to include all the other races, cannot come every single day. That's a bit discriminative. But if you also say yes, well, you're kind of separating people based on their color. And, you know, that's something that people have been trying to fight over centuries. They've been trying to unite all the colors together. So in any answer like this, any answer that agrees to a black night out in the theater is racist. If you agree, again, if you agree with a black night out, that leads to questions that will eventually show you that the whole idea is racist. But you do not often spot it from the very beginning. You have to really dig deep down into it. Like, for example, I just did was the question about a white night out. And there's so many questions that you can ask. We just don't have time for it. We're watching YouTube, and it's already been like 20 minutes of the reaction. So we're in only the first 5 minutes. So let's just finish this BBC guy.
Feel safe with a lot of other black people in a place where they often do not feel safe.
Yeah, we're only inviting black people, and it's a blackout night, but it's not like we're telling white people they shouldn't come. It's not racist or anything. I personally would feel really welcome to attend this performance when you specifically said it would be a blackout night and that you would radically invite only black people.
I'm not sure that blackout night sounds very, very good for a theater night out.
It sounds like you don't want white people there. Art can unite people, right? Black people can attend, white people can attend, Asian people can attend, whoever. You should be welcoming people from all kinds of backgrounds, all races, right? Instead of that. Because that is backwards.
That you can host a play in our capital city and dare to choose the colour your audience should be. This is, without a shadow of doubt, racist. I'm talking, of course, about The Slave play, written by Jeremy O. Harris, scheduled to be performed at the Noel Coward Theatre in London in a few months' time. Now, the theatre, which receives public funding, has earmarked 2 shows as black-only performances, or blackout nights, where white people are advised not to attend, so that a black-identifying audience would be free from the white gaze.
The white gaze.
White gaze! White gaze! Why do you have to put the gaze into it? Like, the gay topic is a whole another topic. What did they forget in the racism question?
Okay.
But we are not judged evenly in the traditional theatre spaces.
How are black people treated unfairly in theatre? Can you give some examples?
Oh, I'm not here to go into that now because this is a very casual interview outside of another event.
Oh, of course, yeah. I have a lot of experiences. Just trust me. There's
Trust me. I'm telling you, you should come to that theater with me, and I will show you. I will show you how black people get discriminated in a theater. What is happening? I remember the last stream was called Absurdity of 2024. Well, if we didn't have a specifically dedicated character that today, like Misha, this could have been part 2 easily. Because, I mean, even though racism existed before, at least you could somehow explain, like, you could at least explain what people were thinking about. You would disagree with a lot of what they were thinking, but they had some logic into it, you know? These guys don't. It's absurd.
There's plenty of things I could talk about right now that are 100% true. But we're just not going to go into it right now.
I have many experiences of being treated as other within the spaces I am working by people who are in the audience. I'm not talking about theatre
audience members.
By audience members.
So what would they do? Just like,
no. This is not honoring my experience.
Guys, I can actually fly. Like a bird, like I can fly. I know you may not believe me, but I can do it. It's actually happened to me many times. I'm not going to go into detail, nor am I going to provide any proof. Just take my word.
I can fly in the plane as well. You know, airport, you go first, you kind of have to give your passport. Yeah, but in general, I can fly. Smart play, Misha, smart play.
For it. You don't believe me? Well, that's not honoring my experience.
She's an Iranian-born woman who won Miss Germany.
Does she live in Germany?
Yes, she lives in Germany, but she wasn't born in Germany.
I think it's fine, whatever she calls herself. If she's German, then she's German in my mind. Why are they against it?
Because she's not German, and she's Iranian.
But she calls herself German. I think it's fine, whatever she calls her.
Okay. Is she German or is she not German? You can call yourself whatever the hell you want. Is she German or is she not German? And I'm not even going to Google this because I think I already did. And she does have a German passport, which makes her German, which makes her eligible to participate in Miss Germany. But what this guy's response is whatever she calls herself. Brother, I can call myself a singer. You know, a rock and roll singer. It's not gonna make me a singer. God, and you live in the UK. I mean, I think this is your girlfriend. You got the girl, got these black sunglasses, probably have a normal job where you can enjoy life. Why can't you just dedicate some time to at least think about what are you expressing out? Again, respectfully judging you. We don't want any bad comments. But what I'm saying is, man, just listen and replay to yourself, please. At least you can't save this take, but at least in the future, if you're ever stopped again for a street interview, you will be able to handle it much better.
Calls herself she wants to be, and that's, whatever she feels is cool.
Right, so if I identify as German, I am now German.
I think she's vibing, doing her thing. I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
Okay, brother, you genuinely... I don't want to get discriminated. I don't want to argue with people, but yeah. Did you intentionally look for people dressed like this? No offense to a lot of these people, but usually if I would see you on the street, I can guarantee 99% what answer I would hear from you. And now I can guarantee you he's going to show them Miss Japan and they're going to say, well, no, how could she come there? She's not even Japanese.
Miss Japan is a Ukrainian-born woman, and she's actually white. But people are super upset about the fact
we are the best. If there is something we do have, the greatest women. Proven by Japan.
that a white woman won Miss Japan, and people are okay with an Iranian woman winning Miss Germany. So what do you think about the dynamic there and how unfair that is for white people?
I don't think it's unfair to white people.
But what if she was also just vibing?
I think she's vibing, doing her thing.
This is a crazy thought. I think Miss Germany should probably be German. And I think Miss Japan should probably be Japanese. If these people were born in the country, okay, I think that would be a different story. This woman was born in Iran, and the other woman was born in Ukraine.
An Iranian-born woman who won Miss Germany. How do you feel about that?
As she should. Use them white people. She did what she had to do. I respect it. I would have done it. I would do it. I will do it. Just wait.
Miss
What is wrong with your person?
Japan was actually white, and people were against her winning Miss Japan. So how do you feel about that? Why?
How the hell dare you go to somebody else's country as a colonizer? Going.
Okay, I genuinely don't believe that this guy is acting real. I genuinely think this should be a guy, first of all, and genuinely the second thing, I think is that he's really acting out so that he could go viral. I do not believe that this is actually the reaction he would give, even if his thoughts are like this. This is not a genuine reaction. I'm not saying that the interviewer paid him. I'm saying that this guy saw a chance that, okay, I can go viral if I go like this acting controversial, and people are gonna have like people are gonna see my face in a lot of TikTok videos and Instagram reels. Brother, start streaming, react like me. If you ever want, you can jump in. We can do a collab. I'm not against it at all. I like talking to people, but don't be genuine at least on the camera. That's I think what people actually do like the most when watching videos.
Going and colonizing someone else's brand for your own benefit. Once again, they never fail. Miss Germany is absolutely beautiful and absolutely gorgeous, and she better do that shit again.
Oh, no double standards at all.
Can we stop normalizing people being late? It's not cute, it's not funny, it's not a.
When y'all are ready to learn about the connections between this, and the white American cultural norm with obsessing.
Socials. Sunny Day Jones, Cash App, Sunny Day. Oh, okay, that's her. That's her. Give me money. Give me money. Show me the money. Love that scene. Okay, sexism, homophobia, patriarchy, white supremacy. People label me all of this, but I'm not. This has to stop. This has to stop. I have to prove it right now in the video. Come on, girl. I'm gonna stick with you till the end.
Thing over being on time, please let me know. Please. Because as someone who is black, queer, has ADHD, and studies African American history and culture, it's one of my favorite things to talk about. But until then, we could just keep acting like that's a completely harmless opinion that has no historical context whatsoever.
So let me get this straight. You have the privilege to arrive late because you're black.
As a racial justice advocate, I'm often invited to give talks.
I can't do it. Can't do it. Woman, what are you talking about? How can doing something late even be justified in any way? It's the reason we say late. Yes, people do say it's better late than never, but that's because never is too late. It's because never is later than late. Why am I even doing this? This is absurd.
Talks or to do workshops where I talk to white people about race. A big part of my practice is to offer real life stories, examples, that type of thing that help white people to be able to identify white supremacy in everyday life. My husband's family is white, and I often use the cultural differences between my family and his.
Okay, should I do this comment? Your husband is a very lucky man. I'm sure he oh no, I actually have to see first the husband. I can't say anything about the husband until I see him. But all I can say for you is that I'm glad that you have found the love of your life. I'm genuinely happy because it shows that even people like this deserve true love. It sounded wrong. Okay, YouTube, please don't cut this out. Keep the whole part where I'm trying to be respectful to people.
His family as a way to help white people see their whiteness.
See my whiteness.
Late to our first Thanksgiving with his family.
You see this as well? Are you seeing my whiteness as well? I gotta go full screen. You see these fingers? My nose? Yeah, I think I'm white enough. All good.
I say late because it started at 12. We got there at 12:10. But whenever we got there at 12:10, everybody was already sat down and eating.
That's fine because you're black.
That's disrespect. And I don't know why people are normalizing it. Usually before it was when people were saying that work starts from 9 a.m., usually people actually started working from 9 a.m. And now it seems that now only people start arriving at 9 a.m. And it's good if they even arrive at 9 a.m. because usually they arrive at 9:05, 9:10, and they say, well, it's just 5 minutes, just 10 minutes. Now, if there's one subject that I can talk and try to find some rationality in different topics like racism, sexism, homophobia, I can find in all these social topics. But if there is one where I'm absolutely sure it is impossible to find any positive answer that could start a genuine rational debate, is the topic of being late. Rhymed it like a G.
It's still rude. It doesn't matter what race you are.
I use this illustration to point out that different cultures have different understandings of time, lateness, and what it means to be polite.
What sounds...
Yeah, I know. It's like the jokes about Hispanics who come 3 hours after the party started. It's still disrespect. It, if I ever throw a party and I want to invite someone and I want them, actually, this is a genuine story. Me and my friends used to get to meet up at like 11 a.m. It was like in the summer, so we went, just to walk around. But I spotted that most of the times we were late. So I came out with a plan. If I want to make sure that by 11 a.m. we are already going for the walk, let's set the meetup at 10. And that way, even if we're late, we still start to go on our journey on time. Guess what? It worked. Why? Because people had time in advance. So people plan something and make sure they are on time. At least in some way. Some people didn't think like this. I was thinking like this. I could allow myself to come at 10:15 knowing that we're supposed to go on a walk at 11 because that was the plan. Now your plan is to just go out there and show. Okay, I'm not going to say this comment. No, actually, I'm going to say this comment. Screw it, you. I'm black. I can come 10 minutes late. Explore your whiteness. I mean, again, I'm genuinely sure this is like 1% of the people. But even if you take that 1% of the people like this in the United States, you take 300 million, you get 300,000 people like this. That is a lot, I must tell you.
Sounds more racist to you. Mother-in-law invites you, says, please arrive at 12. I am going to be cooking you food. And you arrive at 12. Regardless of your race, okay? Or mother-in-law says, you're black, so I know you're gonna be late because you don't understand time in the same way that I understand time because of your race, so you can arrive at 1. You know, as an educator, you should make a chart so that we can see how much time is allowed depending on your race. So if you're black, you're given 30 extra minutes, right?
And if you're like mixed race, it depends on what color your skin is closer to. It varies in seconds, actually.
If you're white, you have to be on time. If you're Asian, you get 15 extra minutes or whatever you make up.
If you're Asian, you have to be 15 minutes early.
Because this is all made up nonsense, but at least that way it would be a bit less confusing, maybe.
I always use this as a teachable moment.
Being late is not exclusive to black people. It's called not being a narcissist and acknowledging, observing, as well as respecting someone else's time.
Maybe she's also suffering from time blindness.
Flying to go somewhere, and I just wanted to know, are there accommodations for people who struggle with time blindness and being on time?
It's all about respect, except you can't seem to respect their time. What if a client of yours for your anti-racism workshop wanted to do a Zoom call with you, and you said, okay, let's go on Zoom at 11, and you're there at 11, and they don't show up until, let's say, 12. But let's say they were also black and they wanted to take part in this workshop. Is that fine? You're wasting your time waiting for them on the Zoom call but it's okay, right? Because of their race. Something tells me you wouldn't be happy when it was your time that you're wasting.
I always use this as a teachable moment.
And that's
No, guys, I have nothing in addition to say to this. I will be closing this video particularly by saying this. Don't separate people based on the color of their skin. Separate them on based what kind of person they actually are. And trust me, if you hate them, hate them. If you love them. But make it on the argument, make your arguments based on them is as individuals, not as someone who used to be a part of some culture. This was Zeno77. Despite me wanting to go to that bed and falling asleep, I'm going to give you one more reaction because we call this stream the Misha Petrov stream. It's gonna be good if I give you 2 more videos. But for those of you who are watching this on YouTube in replay, you'll be expecting this reaction only in a couple days. But trust me, I think it will be worth it. Zeno77 yet again. I'll see you in my next videos. That was a fun video. I actually like that she didn't have any ads. Didn't have to skip them. So
let's normalize.
We talked about racism. Well, actually, I'm gonna start my reaction like this, but the recording of the reaction like this. We talked about racism. Now we're going to be talking about transgenderism, reacting to insane trans meltdowns. The Misha Petrov stream, the Misha Petrov that got me a lot of views, and I keep saying this all the time, but most of you already know it if you've been here for a long time. Now, talking about trans people is always a controversial topic, but it's nice to see different opinions from different people and actually try to build a respectful conversation. Mostly this is going to be a monologue, but still, we are trying our best. So without further ado, I say we jump into the reaction and give our most sincere thoughts. And if you have some, you can immediately drop them in the comments section and also leave a like under this channel. Unless you didn't like the video, then you can dislike it. But then comment below, why did you dislike it? I gotta become better at this. So I really hope for your health.
Let's normalize slapping transphobes. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, like, you're gonna get hit.
We're about to fight here in Winko. He's like under 18. Anyone to respect me. I'm
Wait.
Hit.
We're about to fight here in
I almost fought a Okay, English is not my first language, and I can debate that it's not even my second one, but I think that fight verb grammar fight. Can I see the English verb conjugation to fight? Oh yeah, here's this. I accept. Fight, fought. I almost fought. What did you do?
in Winko. He's like under 18. Anyone to respect me. I'm demanding it.
I want to scoop your brains out with a spoon. I want to eat your flesh.
Sir? You're calling me a sir?
Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at some trans rage. Before we start, please make sure you are subscribed and have hit the notification.
Yeah, you can also subscribe to her channel because the fact that she's going through all of this shit and trying to find some content so I could just consume it with you guys, it is genuinely impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
Asking anyone to respect me. I'm demanding it.
Oh.
Can I tell you what my
I'm demanding people to pay me for me being so awesome. I think I have a better chance than you do.
Pronouns are, I expect you to use them. I deserve baseline human respect. You don't have to tolerate me. You don't have to
Can I at least ask what your pronouns are?
accept me. You don't have to like me. But you do have to respect me.
No, you're demanding people go along with your delusion. The thing is, though, you look.
The thing is, if you came to me in a conversation and said, listen, I have these ideas, and I don't like when people say, call me he or she. So can you please refer to me as a they or as a bicycle? I don't know, whatever you wish. I would say, okay, thank you for approaching me in this respectful way. If I'm talking to you, I will try to respect your pronouns as much as you can. Then I would just try to avoid them. Obviously, I would probably talk to them by their name or by their family name or by their job and anything to avoid it. And then I would ask the same person that in order if I'm talking about you, if I'm talking about you to another person, I will still mispronounce your pronouns just in order for another person to understand you. Question: do you think that what I just suggested you is disrespectful? Problem? Looking at this video, I think she might. Or is it the he? No, I'm not diving into this subject. Let's just assume it's a he and he will not agree with me. That's the problem we have today.
Look like a man. Let's say I woke up one day and I really, really wanted people to see me as a carrot. Like, I just had carrot dysphoria. I just felt
Classical
like I'm a
sounds
carrot.
better.
One thing I could do is I could get a costume, a carrot costume, and at least that way I can be dressed as a carrot throughout the day, and people would be like, oh yeah, that's a carrot. At least I would be putting in the work. If you're coming out here with a beard, demanding people respect you, use your preferred pronouns, when you don't even look like a woman, if that's what you want to be called, that's what I'm guessing because this guy has eyeliner, so I guess he thinks that now he's a woman.
No, I think he is a werewolf. Or a pretty peacock.
Story time, I almost fought a kid at Winko.
Just came from Winko, and
You misspelled fought.
I kid you not.
You misspelled the Winko as well because Winko should be capitalized. I can't listen to you if you're doing these stupid grammar mistakes. You know what? I'm not even listening to you. My channel, my rules. You disrespect me by misspelling basic words in your native language. And I'm skipping you for this. God, this was long. Oh my God, you're still talking. Thank you.
Going on here? It might just be a feminist, but there's a lot of woke anger you can tell.
You sacrificed my safety, and you're acting like I'm the one spreading lies.
What is happening here? Can I get some basic explanations? It's 1 a.m. I want to go to bed. People, if you're doing this, if you're shouting, explain me what's happening.
The guy just
you just burned like half of the calories you had in your body by simply screaming like this. I will congratulate you on that.
starts rapping something at Trans activist wishes death and torture on transphobic people in violent psychotic TikTok. FBI might want to take a look at this.
Yes, I do wish death on transphobic people because they wish death on me and have caused death to many, many, many of my brothers and sisters in the trans.
Now, people who wish death to other people should be, if not punished by jail time, at least some way punished, because it's not good to wish death to other people. But there's always, obviously, everyone's gonna come up with a reason why. Oh, it's like I wish them bad because they did me bad or they hurt me. Like, I don't know, revenge, vengeance, blah blah blah. Now, I do get where it comes from. It comes from an emotional path. But in reality, the biggest moral person is the one that in no matter which situation believes that wishing bad to someone is not going to solve the problem, and it is actually wishing the best for you, so to say. Now, you could have been a hero if you, like, genuinely, you, the transphobic person, you could have been a hero if you posted a TikTok saying, you know what? I hate that transphobic people that are out there wishing me death are doing this, and I find it very bad because I genuinely believe that if we could sit down and if we could just have a nice conversation with each other, we could get into a very good agreement where you would see that uh, we are not that big of a diabolic thing in order to kill us, burn from the ground. And I will get it. It will be totally fine if you don't want to hang out with us, if you don't want to talk to me anymore. I can get it. We're different people with different views. But wishing me death only based on some things that I think, it's crossing the line. You would have been respected. But instead, what did you pick?
Trans community. I want to stab all of you to death as many times as I can. I want to stab you in the throat and twist it like I'm carving a pumpkin. I want to shred you into tiny pieces. I want to tear your bones out from your goddamn body. I want to scoop your brains out with a spoon. I want to eat your flesh.
Wow.
And now just tell me, who do you think she would have got more respect from? If she used which version, mine or this? Now, the only thing I can probably see that genuinely benefits her version is viral. How do I say this correctly? Is the fact that she became viral. The fact that I'm sitting here reacting to her from Misha's video because she saw her somewhere, that is the only benefit. If she would put out my version, probably she wouldn't go as viral. This is the same as we talked in the previous in the previous video about racism, about the guy who was really overreacting and he was doing this for the views. And I said that, yeah, maybe if you're like, people like those who are genuine, they don't go as viral. But trust me, the reason why this woman or man who is colored as a woman, I don't know what he or she is pretending to be, if you would go out there in a genuine, respective way, probably you would not get as many views. But I can assure you, you could have got way more people who would have respect you and way more genuine, real supporters. And I'm absolutely sure that I'm younger than this person. I don't know why I'm the one who's supposed to be explaining this to the person.
Oh, we even got some cannibalism going on here. I mean, this is a very sane individual. The funniest part about all this is that these are the same people who are always saying, be kind, do better.
That's the thing. And then there are going to be people like Misha, like, again, not criticizing her, and other people who are gonna step up and like do reactions and criticize you for that. Congratulations, you went viral. At what price? No. At what price?
Better. We have to respect everyone. Respect.
Day 4 of being a girl. A crucial.
My children are not watching TikTok when they're young, or YouTube, or any social media. The only social media they're gonna be watching is my social media if I ever create one or own one, because then I could actually manipulate the algorithms. Where, where this is not the things they're gonna be seeing.
Part of girlhood is.
We ain't putting up with no bullying, no transphobia. Here, y'all, the taser don't discriminate, especially when it comes to Dylan. Spread love.
And you know what they mean by transphobic.
Okay, that was the parody for that trans person who was sponsored by Bud Light. Yeah, even these parodies freak me out, man. No offense, because the guy was probably doing a parody, and then this was a reaction to that parody. Yeah, I mean, my children are not viewing this content from both of you. Sorry. The fact that you even mentioned like her or him, I don't remember the story. I think it was a guy. Yeah, it was a guy who was trying to dress as a girl. The fact that you already try to mention that person is already giving that person more attention. So we're just gonna go move forward.
Phobic people, right? People that won't respect your pronouns. If you are looking at this person and you think, oh, that's a guy, you're transphobic. And so now that warrants.
Now he's gonna eat my brains. He's gonna find me. I dare you to find me, because I'm gonna start with a nice, delightful conversation. But if it goes too far, it's not my mouth that's gonna be talking to you.
This psychotic rant about wanting to scoop your brains out, murder you, stab you, eat you. Yeah, if you're at that point, like I don't think talk therapy is gonna do it there. I think this person needs to be taken something, because whatever they're on, it's not strong enough. But that was very ladylike. That was very lovely, yeah. And the original comment said, funny that you're wishing death on every woman who calls out your misogyny. Good work. See, this is what I'm talking about. So this was a tweet to J.K. Rowling. She talks about happy birthing parent day, because it was Mother's Day, right? And I guess a trans person or whoever responded with, how has she not been beaten and skinned alive for this? And she goes, hashtag be kind, because that's what they always say. And then they start tweeting things like that. Very sane people were dealing.
Attention. They are attention seekers. The reason why I'm watching this is because they got the attention. They're not like, even if you think about this, now that I'm genuinely streaming this and I'm thinking about this, like, what's the whole purpose? What are they even like producing to this world? This is not a practical study, like genuine social investigation, talking to people, actually like trying to solve an idea about trans people and transphobic people. It's not also a philosophical discussion. They're not suggesting some real life ideas that, I don't know, could potentially change, become the next Marxism. No, they are just spitting out viral content. They're just spitting out craziness and insanity and absurdity that the algorithm likes, and it pushes it and goes viral. These people are not worth our time. And you know what, guys? Without any disrespect to Misha, but this is how I'm going to end this stream. Okay, no, I'm not going to end. I'm going to give a chance to one more person to try to actually disprove my point. But if it's not there, no disrespect to you, Misha, but I don't want to give extra attention to those who are only doing some bullshit solely for that. I genuinely don't.
Dealing with here. If the transphobes keep going for my sisters, I'm gonna start sounding like Anakin.
I killed them all. They're dead. Every single one of them. And not just the men, but the women and the children.
Okay, no, I think she spelled transphobes correctly. keep going for my sisters. I mean, I haven't seen your sisters, so wouldn't you want happiness? What do your sister want? Because if they're trans people, or I don't know, how do you call this? Queer. If they're queer people and there are heterosexuals hitting on them, probably they wouldn't like it. But in general, think about your sisters, you selfish Anakin.
Right.
Let's normalize slapping transphobes in 2024.
Okay, let's normalize promoting violence in 2024. Also, I love how he put trigger warning transphobia, not trigger warning, I'm gonna be talking about how we should be slapping people if we don't agree with the trans ideology.
I don't care if you're a man or a woman, like, you're gonna get it if you start talking like that to me or my friends. It's not okay. Like,
The trans people have a trigger warning. We have to use their preferred pronouns because if you misgender someone, that's a hate crime. But
yeah, let's legalize. Let's legalize slapping for transphobia. Let's legalize for disrespecting my time. Let's legalize the disrespect of my opinion. Let's legalize the fact that I can do whatever I want because I am me. I'm so amazing. I'm so proud of myself. You know what, man? Let's go ahead. I dare you to try slap. I dare you to try slap anyone I know because if you do, again, I'm not promoting anything here. I'm not promoting, but I think that there will come a day, definitely not from me, but there will come a day where you might look at this and think, why was I promoting being rude and being violent to other people? You know why? Most of you do it because people have not yet been actually violent to you. And I mean actual, because the moment you feel this violence, the moment someone behaves like this towards you, is the moment when you wish that no one ever feels that pain.
if they don't like something you said, if you, God forbid, misgendered someone, if you do anything that they disapprove of, they get to go online and talk about how they will torture you, they will skin you alive, how they will burn you, how they hope you rot and die.
I want to scoop your brains out with a spoon.
It's not making sense. You want equality, right? Is that equality here? You get to say all of that and everyone just shuts up. And we just have to take it, all the cis people. No. These people who make these videos should be in a mental institution.
And not only that, this chick on this video is like talking about the N-word and using the T-slur and like all that hateful rhetoric in one.
Bro, seriously, come to my stream. I mean, this is the some guy. They Ashley, come on my stream, and let's actually have a face to face discussion. And you are gonna tell me face to face, without any hype, that you actually want to legalize slapping people. That you actually want to legalize violence. Like, because again, the things that I said before, I don't believe that he genuinely thinks like. I believe one of the reasons why he is saying it out loud because he knows it's gonna get viral, and he knows that okay, this is something I might say. Yeah.
And of course she's like drunk, like I'm sure a lot of that's alcohol, but still, like, you trying to get hit or what, girl? Because I'm sorry, like, at a certain point, it's what you deserve. Of course, initiating violence can always lead to a more, like, dangerous situation, but, like, I'm just saying, if you've got, like,
You
an even
just
number or,
started
like...
it. You no. I can't watch the second half of this video. I can't. It's gonna be all the same. And Misha, you're doing a very proud job about this. But I just think it's wrong. I just think it's wrong also towards you to be showing you this. You shouldn't be seeing this. You genuinely shouldn't be seeing this. And I'm not the one who's going to be promoting this in this video. Guys, moral of this story. Moral of this story. No matter how bad, I don't know, your life situation can go or anything can go, no matter how, please don't don't lose your own dignity and your own I don't know how you want to say this correctly. Don't lose yourself in the bullshit that TikTok gives to you. Finally, you're back on YouTube. I never quit at YouTube. I streamed once every week. I just need to do it more often. It's good to have you in my comment section. Really nice to see you, friend. I think with that being said, I am going to close this stream. And as you understood, the moral of this story, don't lose yourself in this absurdity of chasing hype and viralness. Probably viralness is the correct word to it. Actually, if I criticize someone for misspelling words, I might check my own word as well. So viralness. Yeah, this is a word. Don't lose yourself in trying to chase viralness. Guys, this was Zeno77. And yeah, I can see the comment that is suggesting for me to go to sleep, which is exactly what I'm gonna probably do right now. And we're gonna be preparing a more interesting topic for next streams than looking at these genuinely poor people who are simply chasing hype on social media. But that's gonna be next week. As it stands now, this was Zeno77 giving you yet another one of my streams, and I will gladly see you in my next ones. See you soon. Yes, and I promise I will sleep enough. I already settled the good schedule where I got an extra hour. Or I actually slept. How long did I sleep extra today? I think hour 15 minutes, something like this. Plus I took a nap. So it's all going good. Thanks for the support, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Bye bye.